Welcome to AamirzTwoCents. In this video, we are going to talk about the visa rejections and you are blaming yourself for those rejections, such as F1, J1 and all that. So I had been seeing a lot of rejections for F1 for Pakistan, a lot of rejections for F1 and J1 for India as well in this year. So students are blaming themselves like, okay, maybe I do not have enough financial documents, maybe I do not have enough GPA, maybe my GRE score is low, maybe my IELTS or TOEFL score is low. So I want to tell you a few of the things. As I was on this forum, Pakistani students in USA, and I pretty much talk with a lot of students, 4 or 5 students every day from that forum and other forums as well. So I talk with the student. The student has a great score in GRE. They have the great TOEFL or IELTS score. Their financial statements are great, and still they are not getting visa. So they kind of start blaming themselves and try to find a reason in their documents or in themselves, like, oh, maybe I was not addressing well in the interview, maybe I was not able to speak well in the interview, or my financials were not stable, or maybe my financial statement was not long enough. So I want to tell you a few things. I will suggest do not blame yourself. Please do not blame yourself. Yes, you have, if somebody rejects you with no reasons and tell you like, oh, there is something wrong with you, and you will find 100 million reasons in yourself to blame. So think about that. Your headache is, you are having a headache, or your stomach is aching. So now what you're gonna do? You're gonna go on Google and say, okay, why I'm having headache? So people will say, oh, maybe there is a tumor, maybe there is a cancer, maybe there is a nerve system damage. There would be tons of reason you will find. At the end, what you're gonna do, you're gonna too much worry about that, what exactly is going on. So you go for MRI and all those kind of things, and you find nothing. Okay, so this is exactly the visa officers are doing for US in different embassies all across the world. They give you 214B, or they give you any document rejection. They should tell you like, okay, 214B, because you are lack of funds. Okay, you should have applied in 3 universities, your GPA is low, or anything, good reason. Most of the time they give you this letter, and they will tell you like, I don't know, even they don't tell you anything, and you are there like a Google and say, okay, what is the reason why I'm rejected and all that, and now you find the reasons in yourself. So that is really depressing. A lot of students go through a lot of depression with that, and they can't really figure out what's wrong. So any person like me comes on the YouTube and tell them, or talk on phone, and everybody say, oh, maybe your financial statement was this, your GPA is not great, and all those kind of things. But I want to tell you, look at if you watch my other videos where I was shown the data or F1 approval for last 21 years for India, so you would see that there is a major decline in these recent years after the Trump government has been elected. Now the same thing for Pakistan. There are 2,200 visas that they all give to F1 students. So if there are 10,000 students that are applying, they need to reject that. So in 21 years of Pakistan or India, you see those all numbers. Especially for Pakistan, I'm talking, they never approved like 9,000 visas. So max they did in 3,000 one time in these whole 21 years. Okay, and the rest of that you see like, okay, to 1,800 to 2,200 visas. So there is no reason to worry about that. There is nothing to hurt about your credentials or your skills. It's not about you. It's a set of a limited number of seats for F1 they want to give to each of the country. So in India last years, like 3 years ago, there was 72,000, something like that, the visas approved. Then they have brought to 62,000, they brought it further down to it. So it's a policy of United States of America. So look for those videos and do analysis in those 21 years. I mean, if you look for last 3 years, Indian students, 72,000 got approved. Were those all students rich? That batch was the best batch on the earth at that time? No. I mean, and then the next year, same institutions, the same type of people, actually people are getting richer and richer in India, and they have more financial statements to show, but still they got rejected. So it is the strategy, or it's a policy of United States of America. So number of students, they want to bring it down. So if you see previous They were more than a million, and now they are in 900,000. So number has decreased overall visas. I'm talking about this when I say more than a million and all that. So overall number of students has been decreased on F1 and J1 as well. So go on this my website, take a look on those 21 year of data for India and Pakistan. I can put for any other country. You can do analysis by yourself or put it in Excel and all that. So do not blame yourself. Do not Google for these things like you have stomach ache and what is the reason, because you are gonna find a broad reasons, and then you're gonna think so much and worry about that and go in depression. So make your plans. If your visa is rejected first time, apply it again. You might get selected, and if you don't get selected, the US is not the only country in the world. There are a lot of countries, there are a lot of schools in your own country. So target those schools and go to good school, learn the things, and be successful in your life. Always look forward to achieve bigger than just for one target. So USA, if not USA, there is a big world beyond USA and other schools in United States. So it's you who's going to make a difference in your life, not the school. I again repeat this, you will make a difference if you work hard, you learn a skill. It doesn't have to even go to school to learn those skills. If you see all those people who are really rich, and there are tons of stories, they've never been to school. Okay, so look for the goals and achieve them, and I wish you all the best on this one, and see you guys in next video.